Well, hello everyone, it is Maxi Gaming HD here, back with another FSR video from Hungary, which is round 11 of 16 of the 2017 season. I somehow didn't get a penalty for the incident in Belgium where I went into Eau Rouge without my front wing and then took us in the car. But, so I was able to qualify, and my pace was decent in qualifying, and I did a 1:19.9, which was enough for 14th. And then I was on an improvement, which would have been like 2/10 fast, which would have put me further up the grid. But then I hit the AstroTurf at the last corner and spun, which obviously was frustrating. So I start down in P14 on a track that's tough to overtake on, but I'm doing a one-stop strategy, which is going to make things interesting. As you can see, we have the lights at the Hungaroring. Lights out, and away we go, and we get a decent start off the line. In the slipstream of the cars ahead, we have a good gap in front of us. But as you can see, the ACR car of Lupini brakes very early, which kind of boxes us in a little bit, and means we are unable to gain the ground that we could have. But now heading into turn 2, we are side by side with the go speed of Dave Paling. I'm going to try to see if I can get past him, but then I have to back off, which allows Major through. So not the start that I wanted. So looking at a replay of the start, as you can see, we've got a reasonable launch. Not as good as the F1 Champs car of Unai Sola, who's next to me. But now heading into the first corner, as you can see, we did have to back off due to a cautious Lupini. But there's the Driller's car running wide. I think that was Major. Now heading into turn 2, as you can see, we're side by side with Paling, but he has the high ground, which means he can maintain the position, and then we have to back off, which allows Major the momentum to get past. From then on, up until around lap 20 or so, my race really was not that exciting. I was just getting myself into a rhythm, just conserving the tyres, because I had to go to lap 31 to make this strategy work, which is a tall order around this tight and twisty track on the prime tyres. I really was not sure how this was going to work, because I was expecting that I would not be the only one that was going to try a one-stop strategy. So, at the moment I was thinking a top 10 was possible, but it really hadn't been my best start, as they were pulling away, but they were clearly on two-stop strategy, so they were obviously on my fuel. Now moving on to lap 16, as you can see, we have Gerloff de Vries exiting the pits behind me, and obviously on the fresher tyres, he was going to catch up to me. And now I had another problem on my hands. I didn't only have Gerloff behind me, but I had a whole train of cars behind me. But I was actually in P6, so I figured if I could fend off all the cars behind me until my pit stop, this strategy really could work. So what I did was, in the middle sector where you couldn't really overtake, I was focusing attention on conserving tyres, not really looking in my mirrors. But in the final sector where there's obviously the main straight where you can overtake into turn 1, I was focusing a lot on my exit to make sure that they couldn't get close. And it was working. There were a few times that Gerloff got close, but it was working and I was fending him off. And I did manage to keep him behind me until I pitted on lap 31 for a set of the option tyres. As you can see, I'm coming into the pits now. I slow down for the limiter. And I hit my box. As you can see, changing to a set of the option tyres, and obviously taking off enough fuel to be able to make it to the end. And I rejoin in P12, but crucially in clear air, and everyone else in front has to stop again. So if I drive some good laps, I could be on for a good result here. And when Dave Paling pitted, he rejoined behind me, And that was crucial. I mean, they'd all been stuck in that train because Gerloff de Vries actually continued to lead that train after I pitted. But Dave was behind me and he was in that train. But then the most intense moment of the race from my point of view came. Is, as you can see, Gerloff de Vries has exited the pits just a little bit in front of me, but he's gone wide heading into the first corner and we were able to get the undercut. And we have made that, taken the position, but he's going to dive it up the inside, going into turn 2. But we're going to get the drive off of turn 2 and the inside line into 3. And we have maintained the position. And now Dave Paling is trying to get past Gerloff de Vries. Really intense moment there. As you can see, Paling went wide. And the two flag-to-flag cars of de Vries and Parvez battling it out. Now heading into the chicane. And they've collided and Gerloff goes into the wall. It was utterly crucial that I was at the front of the train. It was going to be harder to defend from the cars behind with the tyre difference. I was following the same technique as I did with Gerloff de Vries. As you can see, the two cars behind are battling, but we were doing a good job at keeping them behind. As you can see, Major is right behind Paling, now heading into turn 2. And he's misjudged! Switching to the inside and has taken Dave Paling out. I feel bad for Dave as it really wasn't his fault and he was doing a good job at keeping things clean. We were now actually in P5 due to a few people having issues ahead. But as you can see, now it's Harris Parvez who is the car behind us that we have to defend from. And now heading down the main straight with a handful of laps to go. And Parvez, obviously the flag has got more straight on speed and he's going to send one up the inside and we have to leave him room. And that's further compounded by the fact that I had to slow down to respond to blue flags and let the leader through. So we have lost P5 and due to having to let the leader through we have no hope of getting it back. Especially as he was on fresher tyres so he was going to pull away. But still, P6. I mean, after the season that I've had, I was still very happy to take P6. So, I round the final corner, onto the pit straight, and cross the line to take my best result in my FSR career. And I was utterly delighted. It was the result that I have been waiting for since the Winter League. And I honestly wasn't expecting the one stop that I did to work out so well. I actually thought a few others would do a one stop strategy. I was the only one who did it. And it did work. The fact I was able to crucially defend my position, as you can see, I'm doing a few celebratory donuts. But P6, I've been waiting for a result like that for ages. Because in the Winter League, I showed top 10 pace. And then I expected to show the same pace when the season started. But then I got a bit of a shock to realise that, I mean, yes, I did show the same pace, but there are a lot of drivers that were faster that weren't in the Winter League. And I was kind of midfield back marker. So that was frustrating. So, but then since the anonymous showing I had in Silverstone, I feel like I've really upped my game, like improved every race. And Belgium was a real disappointment considering that I'd shown such good pace and I wasn't going to get anything. But this result fully makes up for it, and it just feels so good when all your hard work over the week pays off. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. It's been Matt T Gaming HD. The Buddy Simpson episode should be up in the next couple of days. Sorry it's a bit late. I've just had a lot of work to do over the past week. But thank you very much for watching. And as far as FSR is concerned, we'll see you in Monza. Goodbye.